One minute.
Hey,
There we go.
can you?
Evening. It was giving me trouble on the other side. It just wasn't giving me an option to.
Instagram's doing this now. It's doing this. We don't know. How you doing, bro?
I'm very good.
Good,
You good?
It's
Friday.
Friday.
Long week.
We'll have Friday flex today with you, Raggo Zulu Rebel. That's what we're doing today.
Okay.
It's about to get Raggo, people. It's about to get Raggo. People don't know.
Let me just relax before I get Raggo, you know. Let me just.
Let me just pin. Let me just pin. Let's just pin this quickly. So let's think. Have you warmed up?
Yep, done my stretches. Done my stretches. Done my exercise, you know. Done the kicks and the flips. I'm ready.
You got Claudette said, have you done your what do you say, the stretches?
Yeah, of course. Don't want to pull a muscle.
She said, have you done your flex exercises?
We don't stop flex on them still.
He's probably had a cotton flex because I noticed you keep drinking our drink and not sharing. You're not sharing. I said that. What did I say? I didn't say cotton. She's starting again. Listen, she's starting again. You know, I could end the call, right? I could end it. Okay.
I might have to get some sunglasses for this light, man. Jesus. It's like,
that's what I have to deal with every time. It's so much. It's like this. You're like a deer in headlights, right?
By the time I'm finished, I'm gonna have a tan. Some UV light business.
It's true, though. That's what I think. When I look in the mirror, I say, look, has it really done this? These rays have really gone, made a tan on me? Like, it's just mad. It's crazy. It's crazy. But before we start, people, just let Raggo introduce himself and everything. Claude, can you see?
Yes, I can see that RB Ginger _ Deeks 313 has joined, and Wellbeing Running.
Okay, yeah, that's good. I'm just making sure that you can see what's going on.
Yeah, I can see.
Good. So we're not going to keep people long because we've had part one, which we had Come Dine with as Claudette would call it, but Come Dine 100. We had you cooking. We had you under pressure. You put pressure. You cooked a full breakfast, a full Raggo breakfast, didn't you? The Raggo breakfast. Well, the Raggo flex breakfast. Let's call it that.
A flex.
You cooked and you managed to, Claudette had to add on a few minutes, but you managed to complete it.
A little pressure time, you know?
Exactly. And we had part two, where you spoke about all the things that you do in terms of your clothing brand, in terms of your music workshops and your music programs and the production programs that you do, and also the Raggo Zulu Nation, which is a major thing that's happening with you. Yes, he's relaxed. He's in full Raggo mode now. You know that's because he was sitting up too much for a minute before.
Yeah, my neck was getting tense.
Yeah. Yeah, so part three. What are you doing today? Introduce yourself and what are you doing today?
Good evening, people. Good people. All the Flex fam. Big up everybody. My name is Raggo Zulu Rebel. I'm a hip hop artist from London. I've got many strings to my bow, but tonight I'll be taking it back to where it all began with the music. I'll be doing a little performance for you guys, and then we'll be having a little talk, and then we might even, if you're lucky, if you're good, you might get a couple more, you know? So, yeah, we're showing them, putting our money where our mouth is. This is what we do, you know?
Yep. Wow. So, yes, that's what's happening today with us, people. We're going to have Raggo Zulu Rebel in his little mini concert here with us. He's bringing us some of his talents. Not some of his talents. Some additional talents that he's got because, as he said, there's many strings to his bow. Because, boy, he's doing a lot. This king is doing a lot. So, and, we love your story. We love where you came from to where you are now, and we can see where you go in the future. Yeah. Let's. Cool. Have you got any comments or anything that you need to read out, or you want to end for the moment?
Yeah, just leave it for now. We'll come back.
Okay, no problem. Okay then. So should we kick off with you, Raggo Zulu? You can introduce your songs. You can, you do your thing. Do
All right.
your thing. It's your
So
show.
we're gonna give you a bit something old, something new, something borrowed, something blue. It's like someone's getting married, yeah. And the first tune we're gonna do is a new one, and we just want to make sure that everyone's in a lively mood. So this first tune is exclusive. It's not even out in the world. I think this might be the second time it's ever even been performed, or just this world exclusive. Yeah, Asha's my witness. So this tune's called Boring. It's featuring Jams. He's not here tonight, but we're gonna give you a little something. You got ready? Let's check the volumes. Can you hear that one? Is it too loud? Wait. Loading. 1 minute. Too loud? Loud? Good? Okay.
What's it
Can you hear me?
Cool, let's just check in her end because I'm just hearing.
One them once and I want them again. Now don't put it on garden again. All them see with the father for them. God them see not the mercy upon them. Give my heart and my soul and my organ for them. Arm leg, arm head, amen. Rastafari never pardon them. That's the reason why that we're wanting them. Cause they're boring. Boy, them why they're boring. Hey. Warning, it's a warning in case one never know from morning. I told them sorry, me alone. Cause the rest of them are all dead and boring. Most of them are just a fed informing. This guy's the new Nike Jordans. Industry plug, you slipped him up. Now the old enemies they're calling, but they're boring. Boy, them why they're boring. Hey. Long time we want them and they never take heed. First we set the precedence and next the prestige. And the competition boy not in my league. All bad mind are killing when they see we set speed. Then I have no style so they're quick for start teeth. Quick for open up my catalog to steal a few things. Never yet farm but they're quick to raid the barn. Warn them before they get hot up with peppercorn. Cause they're boring. Boy, them why they're boring. Hey. Alright, so that one was the sound of boring. We have to live them up from the off. Get them a little piece excited. Alright, so this next one we're gonna go into, like I said, that was brand new, world exclusive. No one in the world's never heard that. So and the next one we're going into, no. The next one we're going into is this one's called Natural Mystic. It's from the Ganja Music mixtape. We got 3 mixtapes of herb anthems for everyone that's into them kind of vibes. A bit more reggae vibes, a bit more soundboy vibes. Not as serious as my normal thing. And this one we're gonna set the tone and put a little Natural Mystic in the air. So big up man like Robert Nesta Marley on this one there. Yeah. Hey. See me upon the corner, wrapping up a drawer. Chatting no informer, working with the law. Disrespect the order, why you coming for? Don't you know, say that the Rasta man don't deal with poor. Me, I blame my bro that lady score. So that means I don't remember what happened the day before. Every said I blazed the 8 ball and maybe more. And I had a bag of fools saying back me up a drawer. Lord, when I sleep at night it's sweating at my pores. Give thanks for the herb to meditate and regulate my thoughts. The natural force, of course. I never dealt with it cause I was never great at sports. Hey, there's a natural mystic in this room. Everyone can feel it, so there's no need to assume. I don't cook it in a pot and I don't boil it in a spoon. The boom, this is natural as the flowers, them in June. Sing along. Yeah, there's a natural mystic in the air. Yeah, anybody got a Rizzler spare? Yeah, do you mind if I be let up in air? So I can put a little natural mystic in the air. Yeah, there's a natural mystic in the air. Yeah, anybody got a lighter there? Yeah, do you mind if I spot this up in here? So I can start the vibes and get the party up in here. Yeah, alright, out of that one, quickly into the next one, Profit. Sounds of Dennis Brown. We're drawing for all the legends. Last one was Bob, this one Dennis. Sitting in the hill and whole limits. Return to city with the message, but it might go over heads. I just do the work the father said. Yo, the rest is all the back and then this Raggo, was it? Pull up. I had to pull that one up quickly. I tried to slip in the drink and it all got a bit mixed up. Yo,
Rewind.
the message, but it might go over heads. I just do the word Jehovah says, cut and looking at the wide world is looking like a mess. Prophecy is spread, the world is all about and this Raggo was an egg. Rise up from the dead. I see the evil try for rise, but there's another egg. Time to push my over the edge. We condition to the pressure, so just ride it like a sledge. Now fighting for the government, the army, or the feds. Keenly bring the guillotine to these crazy ballheads. Pharisee and scribes, murder every messenger for keep the fallacy alive. Caught on to make the masses see reality's a lie. Said they guess you with the hype and dash the clarity aside. Now all you can think about is the vanity and pride. Slowly dying with no compassion and charity inside. Next week with no morality and lie. And let the seed that you've been thinking manifest before your eyes. Now listen to the prophecy that I prophesied. Don't ignore me cause I'm not a shirt and tie off the sky. Tapping the economy so the poverty will rise. Politicians speak promises is probably all lies. Prophecy is spread. I see the evil. As a leg, yo. Rise up from the dead. I see the evil try to rise, but there's another head. Time to push my over the edge. We condition to the pressure, so just ride it like a sledge. The fighting for the government, the army, or the feds. Keenly bring the guillotine for all crazy ballheads. The prophet rise above the stress, and just above the clouds I find the land of righteousness, where every man and wife is blessed and return back with the fire for society. To the jest I digress, back to the sickness which I detest. I bring a message for the hard-working pissed and depressed. We're all blessed with a gift different from the rest. We shall find it, then we'll share it and forget the selfishness. Prophecy was spread, it's all about killing this Raggo as an egg. Rise up from the dead. I see the evil try to rise, but there's another head. Time to push my over the edge. We condition to the pressure, so just ride it like a sledge. I'm fighting for the government, the army, or the feds. Keenly bring the guillotine. Listen. Hackers tapping all the computers and they're robbing all the files. Bankers stole all the gold, said there'll always be a smile. Next to come into the home of your own and your little child. Sell them to the kiddie fiddling BBC. Yo, perversion and the filthiness. I rag up on this virgin like the western wilderness and push my black stallion to the test. To reach the hungry and the starving every day, a million deaths. Time. We've only got a little left before you get a barcode and check for every single breath. So drink some clean water, dash away the cigarette, and remember when we want you every minute you have left. Cheers. Prophecy for spread is all about killing this Raggo was an egg. Rise up from the dead, see the evil try to rise, but there's another head. Time to push man over the edge, we condition to the pressure, ride it like a sledge. I'm fighting for the government, the army, or the feds. Keenly bring the guillotine for our crazy ballheads. Sit in the hill and hold them, return to city with the message, but it might go over heads. So I just do the work Jehovah says, cut I looking at the wide world, it's looking like a mess. Thank you. Can we get in one more before the break? Yeah.
You're in the flow. Carry on. I like in the flow, like the arrangement.
This next one, is one of my original tunes. This tune's from like 2009. No, not your recipe. No, it's not time for recipes. It's not recipes. But yeah, this tune was from like 2009. And at that time, I was kind of trodding in my trod of Rastafari, and it was about bringing back the energy. Because certain time, enough of the strong man that I saw holding the thing when I was a kid, enough of them faded away, and some of them turned to the bookies. And so it was about bringing back that era in its fullness and its strength. So this one's called Return to Rastafari, yeah?
Okay.
So let's see our son out now. Hey.
You try to fool the black population by feeling Jaja.
So let's see I live, so I show them. Whether you're rich or underprivileged,
giving thanks and nices. Backbiters to justify us. In the meantime, we keep it righteous and show faith in the face of crisis. Recognize your rasta crisis. EXO, E to the E to the S. There's no denying. It's a lie. My culture's dying. Not die king, but multiplying. We're so close on the road to Zion. No more pain, no more tears, and no crying. The rasta lion. Got mistakes for the life of Brian. He's the return of Rastafari. He's the return of Rastafari. We're the return of Rastafari. Life's a thing that you can't buy. On the return of Rastafari. He's the return of Rastafari. We're the return of Rastafari. Life is still right. Me and Danny D back down to business. Rich City, town, Rich City, switch down to my shot and start bouncing big tits. We are not back this. My yellow fire, my only witness. Rastafari and the Empress gives me more strength than a bench press. We are not back this. Preach what we practice. As the most speaks on the sexes like a compact this. See man, then reach deep in the madness. Either way like Marcus and Moses across the Atlas. Yeah, we are not back that. Yeah, we are not back that. He's the return of Rastafari. He's the return of Rastafari. We're the return of Rastafari. Life's a thing that you can't buy. I'm the return of Rastafari. He's the return of Rastafari. We're the return of Rastafari. Life is to live, don't let it pass by. Rastafari lives deep in the dark parts of my mind, soul, and my heart's for years. Can't bury this cigar, we can't park it. Deep devilish, all we deal in righteousness. I went right when the rest went left. I guess my righteous side too food was too much for them to digest, but seek, you shall find. Read the signs and read between the lies. Don't believe the lies, he's alive. What do you see when you look in my eyes? What do you see when you look in my eyes? Kings of kings, now you're looking surprised. Shook, looking somewhere to eye can't on the return of Rastafari. He's the return of Rastafari. He's the return of Rastafari. We're the return of Rastafari. Life's a thing that they can't buy. I'm the return of Rastafari. He's the return of Rastafari. We're the return of Rastafari. Life is to live. Life is to live, don't let it pass by. You know?
Whoop, 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 whoop. Hey.
Thank you, people. Thank you. Huh?
When did you make that one?
That was 2009 on a mixtape called Celestia Sun, like one of my very early mixtapes. So it's still out there. It's out there.
Yeah, it still sounds current. It doesn't sound like 2009. That's a whole different era. When you look, when you check it out that way, it's a whole different era, isn't it?
It was a lifetime ago, you know.
Yeah.
It was a lifetime ago. But you see where these little vibes I brought today was more the reggae roots vibe, and it's timeless. Reggae is there's something that them man they're putting in.
Yeah, reggae is everything. Everything now.
You don't just throw away, you know. It's not just an overnight something, you know.
Timeless classics, classics. So tell us a little bit of the stories behind the songs that you saying you just performed. Tell us.
So the very first one that I did was the Boring, and that was produced by a man called Toast and another brother called Jams the Myth. And we was just in the studio, and they drew for the sample because they know say that man's of that vibe and that era, and then they just put it on the 140 because it can have a bit 70 BPM, which is the slow, or it can be at the 140, which is the. So we just took it, flipped it, and that was that. But like I said, that's the kind of the style that man's had from a little while. So producers know what to give me, you know. They know that okay, certain other guys that might not work for another guy, but that's gonna work for Raggo. So it's just right in my pocket, you know. The next
I want to hear that one again.
Okay.
Because I like the flow, I like the music of it. The music, the sound that you can hear for it, as you say, it's been flipped. So that's why you can hear it.
It was I think a half pint sample because you know the tune greetings and bring. It was a sample of that. And then the other one was Warning by I think General Trees. I think no, not even General Trees. I can't remember. You know, warning. So we just mix up the genres from the jungle to the dance hall, and then we bring it forward. You know. The next one was Natural Mystic, and that is a Bob Marley sample. That samples the Wailers, Natural Mystic in the Air. So I heard the sample, and I was like, okay, this came as it was, and I was like, well, I know I'm talking about this, you know? Yeah. So that one was... And then the follow-up was Prophet, and the Prophet Rides Again rhythm. I don't own that rhythm, but that is a classic rhythm that enough of the artists. It was a sample of a Dennis Brown, and I just liked it. I just thought, you know? Like, I thought, would someone make a beat like this for me? And I thought, oh, yeah, they did. And I just took it.
And the thing is, when you perform that song, you can see you put a lot into it. I know it's a longer song. You know, Dennis Brown songs can go on for like 10 minutes and that. But your flow with it was like, there's a flow.
The pocket, yeah. Because as well as someone that is from the...
there's some comments, so it'd be good
Okay.
to Claude read out the comments,
Yeah.
and then we'll come back to that because
Claude Vorderman.
the flow is down. Yeah, Claude,
Claude
royal
Vorderman.
correspondent. I see coming.
Okay. So let me just go back up to the
Yeah.
top. So the real unscripted joined us.
Hey.
Thank you for joining us. Yoga.Lynn has joined.
Hi.
Corel_Link.
Say it again. Say that again.
Corel.
Okay.
Oh, Bob, yeah.
Okay. I would look, but I'm just letting her do it. Yeah. Hey. Hey.
Thank you for joining us.
Hey.
Bobby you is giving you the hands up. Proud and gifted have joined.
Hey.
Silver_links joined and giving you a thumbs up. Rochelle_Kimberly28 is waving at you.
Hey.
Isa Snack 2020 says he is lit with a Z. And Robin, will you say yay? Give me a round of applause as well. Isa Snack is loving the vibe, and Emmanuel 2013 joined and said something lit.
Okay. Yes, that's the vibe they're getting. Yes, sorry.
Elijah, Nile Music has joined.
Hi.
And Noel
Ricky. Yeah, it did. Okay. Thank you very much. Yes, thank you. So going back to you, Raggo Zulu, when your style is unique to you because you hear the influences of old school hip hop. You hear your flows, your rhymes, and all of that, and the beats that you're using and stuff, and how you mix them, to keep the style, keep the tradition of hip hop, blend it with your new style that you've got going on. Tell us about that, how you got into that.
It was just kind of, you see a lot of times it will come with a wave of a sound. So I don't know, like the Dipset sound will come in and everyone's got samples or whatever, and everyone follows the style in order to get in. And I just never really, I grew up in the era I grew up, it was about having your own identity, having your own sound, your own flow, and then people that would know, even by just hearing you, that you guys rap together or are in a clique because you had a similar style. Like you had Lost Boys, their man did the chanting kind of thing. You had Big was the fly kind of thing, but it was flowy, a bit dancehally. Then you've got, I don't know, down the road, you've got the Queensbridge guys, which were all a bit piano samples. And so you had certain spots which had certain sounds and people would, do you know what I mean? So I guess it's the idle stew thing where we take a little bit of everything and then we put it in a pot. And after about 2 hours later, it's not the same as it was when it went in, and to make it my stew or to my style and so people can kind of identify with that any way they hear it, because oftentimes people see you with something a little bit different, they will take it and then commandeer it and run with it. But I try to make my thing so individual. If you ever saw someone else in my style, you would look at them a bit funny, like, hey.
You know where they got it from?
Yeah.
You know where they got it.
Yeah,
I like that little plug in terms of Idle Stew as well, because that is a tune that, it stays there in your head. And I like how you spun it on, in terms of what you're doing with your plant-based journey and your veganism and idolism and whatever, so it's good how you done that. You got quite a few of those type of songs.
The food anthems. Yeah.
The food anthems.
You know why? I learned my times table for a rap tape. I had a rap tape when I was a kid, and this guy was like, 2 times 2 is 4. It was terrible, but that's how I learned. Do you know what I mean? My mum was trying bare different ways of beating me, and it weren't working. I learned through rhythm. We learn our ABC through rhythm. We learn it through song. So a lot of times with these lot where I live a certain way and I try to lead them in that lifestyle, they may feel penalized from the other groups, but you have to kind of just reinforce that with positive messages, and it's rather than me just scream and shout at them, sing them something catchy. they can sing along. Like he was requesting rice and peas earlier, so I might have to drop that one for him still.
Yeah, definitely. Your food anthems are out there, mate. They're out there. And the thing is, it's so true what you're saying in terms of how your style has come about, because you see the influences, like you know what music you was listening to when you was younger, right?
Mm-hmm.
So your style and your music and how you blended it, you put it in a pot, mixed it up for real, but you put in lots of different things. You put in lots of different things. You had your chocho, you had your you had your plantain,
Mm-hmm.
you had your green banana.
Mm-hmm.
You put in it all, and it's all come out into your style. And
Yeah.
it's true. No one can say you're not gonna hear somebody else.
I just seasoned it with me. All those things that came in, and then I just seasoned it with Holy Bunny, And I wasn't eating.
That's a tune on its own. That's a tune on its own.
Until the ancestors said stop, I just kept seasoning it with me.
Listen, write that song, because that's a song on its own. I seasoned it with me. That's lyrics, That's lyrics.
Pepper them up. I don't forget 15%. I got you. Writer's fee.
This is the Raggo Zulu Rebel officially flexitarians. Link up, people. You don't know about us. You don't know what flows we've got. The next time when we come on, me and Claudette are gonna do a little rap. We're gonna do a little rap.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, the next time. Yeah.
I'm gonna hold you to that,
When times are back in normal, we can be rapping together so that we can be rapping at the same time.
We're gonna have to do the killer play, the kicking foot, Ain't my type of hype, baby.
So Claude, you got some. I know some more people have joined, and I see comments before Raggo Zulu sing some more. Let's know what's going on.
Namanik Libar, that is one of our he's one of our participants on the collective. He's a great young poet. Everyone keep an eye out for him. Nomadic is a man that's moving, and Libar is I think Somali or Arabic for lion. So he's the moving lion,
Lion. Thank you for that education. We love education. We're all about learning things new and finding out things. So yeah, thank you for that. That's what we're about. So thank you for telling us. Thank you for joining us, Nomadic. What was it?
Libar.
Nomadic.
Libar.
Libar.
Yeah.
Libar. Thank you. Libar. Yeah. Yeah. Sorry, Phil.
Yeah, and Isaac 2020 says hello.
Hi. Is that it? You slowing down? I'm just like, oh, you got more to say? Or are you reading?
No, that's it for me.
Okay. All right. There's one more. I see one more.
Isaac says I'm loving this live.
Okay.
That one in.
Okay. I think that was on delay for you anyway, that side. But yeah. Okay. So we was talking. You spoke about the collective briefly. Let's just tell people what the collective is. If they haven't seen part 2, they would have missed out. If you can briefly just say what the collective is, what your involvement is, why you're doing it.
Okay, so the collective is a 15-week workshop where we work with 15 young people between the age of about 15 to 25, and we share some of our experience, some of our skills, some of our expertise. We develop who they are and what they're coming with from wherever they come at the point that they are, to get them at the end to have more than 2 songs, and they have a performance, and they have freshman photo shoot, and we just walk them through the motion on a 15-week program. You can't go that deep into it, but of being an artist, of what to look for in the industry and how to present themselves going forward. And it's a lot of art that's come through, and they turn into, So yeah, it's not Pop Idol, nothing like that. I'm not Simon Cowell, but yeah, I'm one of the music leaders, and like I said, I just split what I know, and I learn something in return from the young people, and it's a great experience.
Yeah. And that's why this guy here, Raggo Zulu Rebel, is so amazing, because he gives back to the community, experiences, knowledge, and skills that they may not, you know, these young people may not have been able to be exposed to. And as he's humble, he will say it's not only him that's involved. You know, there's a team that's involved, and you know they're brilliant. They're brilliant. Your team's brilliant. I see what they do as well. And you've got these young people are able to achieve things that they may not have been able to achieve before, you know, your involvement. So it's great. So round of applause. We salute you. We salute you for that, because it's good that we're doing that, because it's grassroots. You're giving them grassroots. Grassroots is hard. It's hard to get, you know, nowadays. It's hard to get that in terms of doing it, because you're doing it with love. There's not, you know, it's not, you know, as you said, you're not Simon Cowell, you're not Pop Idol. Pop Idol. That you're showing your age, you know, because you know how long there's been a Pop Idol. They know Pop Idol for a very long, long time. I don't even know what he's talking about anyway. I don't know what Pop Idol is. I don't even know what that is. But yeah. So yeah, keep doing what you're doing. So if you didn't know about Raggo Zulu Rebel and Raggo Zulu Nation and all the other things he does a lot. So check him out. So what are you gonna sing next? What are you gonna do?
All right.
Oh,
so
wait, Claude. You got comments? Do you want to read the comments now or after?
no, we can read the comments.
After, she says. She said after.
Okay.
Well,
this next tune is I'm gonna do is from the Idol Stew project that we released in the summer. And there's a section of it. It's also on this. You can see the video is part of the movie. What's the movie called? Loaf, Love Over All Foolishness. So you see back to the food themes and the food anthems.
Love over all foolishness. People.
Yeah, no foolishness at all. We don't participate.
Yeah, if you don't remember any other acronyms today, remember LOAF. Love over all foolishness.
Use the loaf. Yeah.
Use your loaf.
So this tune is called Tapazuki, and it's I wrote it about my missus, you know, and there was an artist called Horace Andy and Tapazuki, and they did a tune back in the day called Nati Dreada where she was. So I always wanted to do a remix of that, so here it is, you know. All right. Any minute now. Yeah, this one from Loaf. Watch the mini movie out now. Hey. This beauty, too wise and too kind and fluffy, rhyme and juicy. Raggo Zulu, shouldn't want a Tapazuki. My beauty, too wise, too kind. Yo, Raggo Zulu says she want, and Raggo Zulu, yeah, she give. The Rasta man now where she want, and Jaja messenger she give. Hey, listen. Says she wanted the Rasta and she not take a want to keep the fried beans, greens and the plantains. And right from me when I rise in the morning. If I call them a one and only baby darling. But what about my other baby Martin? Bring the picnic them apart them. And she could be the Eve in my garden. Hey. And Raggo Zulu, yeah, she get. The Rasta man now where she was. And Jaja messenger she get. Alright. So she came from an ancient monarchy, asked Garvey, Brisbane and Selassie. Then she said the name is Ashanti, kept too smile like my mom said she want me. Real Rasta boy, the boy in my colony, wanted me to real loud, not just me. Rapper head tight like Punjabis, my gosh, Zulu where she was. And Raggo Zulu, yeah she get. The Rasta man now where she was. And Jaja messenger she get. Hey. She know what she wants, she put in the work and water the plants on cooking. She was looking for the restaurant, just love to hear the Rasta man chant. Well independent, no, you can never tell her can't go from your work less, then you're not got a chance of why you're waiting for advance. Hey, Raggo Zulu, yeah she get.
The Rasta man now where she walk. And Jaja messenger she get. Alright, that one. Into another one for the ladies. That was a fresh one out the oven. This one's an old one from back in 2000, maybe 7, 8. This one is from Love and Lust Volume 1. And if you're into the more R&B vibes, I've got a whole little kind of album series, 1, 2, 1.5, 2.5 of hip hop R&B. So this is a little taste of them vibes. This one called She Loves Me Now. You might know, you remember Coca T and...
She Loves Me Now.
All right. Yeah, that one. So
Yeah.
this one's really cool. As a borrowed the vibe, you know? So check this one out.
Yeah.
And it features
I'm
Big up David.
I was praying I wouldn't get you. Now I got you as my princess.
Hey.
I will never let you go.
She loves me now. She loves me now. Hey. She loves me now. Oh, she loves me now. Yeah. She loves me now. Oh, she loves me now. Oh, she loves me now. And forever after, she loves me now. The girl next door used to be my neighbor, mother from St. Lucia. That was from Grenada. And the way she moved, style and the behavior, plus I'm in the mood for some Caribbean flavor. Long time, I had my mother's little daughter, so I had to reason with the mother and her father. Selector, this me down upon the favor. She loves me now, and forever after. She loves me now. She loves me now. She loves me now. She loves me now. See? She loves me now. For real. She loves me now. She loves me now. And forever after, she loves me now. I can see us having together in the future. One day, maybe put her ring up on her finger. Don't bother listening to them full of rumor. Watch them and linger in the grass with an agenda. Do you remember a time when we were younger? The world was a waste that out there for us to conquer. Glory, hallelujah. Praise to the Father. She loves me now. And forever after. She loves me now. Yeah, she loves me now. See? She loves me now. For real. She loves me now. She loves me now. Yeah, she loves me now. Okay, she loves me now. And forever after, she loves me now. Alright. So that one was She Loves Me Now. And before I go, I've got one last one to do for them. I think this one, everyone might know it, and if you don't know it, get to know it. We've been talking about it all evening, you know, so here's where it is. Check that one out. Take this time to big up all the Flex family, the officially Flexitarians, for having me for a trilogy. Not just once, not just twice, but 3 times, you know. That's a strong structure, that middle pyramid, you know. Lasts forever. Yeah. So yeah, man, give Flex a praise for the support, for the respect, the acknowledgement, the way you treated me so well, made me feel like part of the family. You know, I'm grateful. Alright, so this one, Raggo Zulu, yeah? Hey, long time we a bubble on the stove. Long time we a hustle on the road. Long time we a juggling in the cold. Now victory is a big to be old. Long time for the glory and the gold. However, our story has never been told. Still scoring every goal. I ain't telling you, it's still a bubble on the stove. Mind what you're putting in my pot. We're the pioneers, but looking like you forgot. Sit out on the dust left as it's a rock. Father God whispered in my ear, fear not ear. What could the ear shouldn't be an earshot. Private conversation probably shouldn't eavesdrop. Hit it from the top, took a clear shot. Putting stoppers with a barricade of roadblock. Till I belly full and then a book in E-lock. Hooking up a stew blunt and a peanut. Spinners, hot crab, peas and carrot. Feed the hungry and I have not. Peace we deal with than beef with boycott. Red kidney bean steam and a boiler. Turn the whole thing to violent. Chicken foot soup, the toilet. Long time we are hustling on the stone, yo. Long time we are hustle on the road. Long time we are juggling in the cold. Now victory is our beauty to behold. Long time for the glory and the gold. However, our story has never been told. Still scoring every goal. I tell you we still a bubble on the stove. Long time we a bubble on the stove. From Tottenham to Elaborate Grove. Run the world, we've been traveling the globe. Original, broken out the mold. Coming from the oath, honoring the code. Carrying the scroll to the valley of dead souls. Feed the hungry, hold the naked. It's the creed and we can't forsake it. Treat the elderly with care and the babies. No, if, but some maybes. Rabies, mongrel dog for clear off. Got the small acts if it had a big boss ear. What? Nothing like I shed a teardrop. More drops, they're cooking up now, but we're not. Father God, whispered in my ear, fear not. My looks is my power, so I never haircut, no. Long time we are bubble on the stove. Long time we are hustle on the road. Long time we are juggling in the cold. Now victory is a victory old. Long time for the glory and the gold. However, our story has never been told. Still scoring every goal. I tell the students still a bubble on the stove. Lentil soup is mental fruit and ginger root is good for the youth. Fresh vegetable with the ital stew. Fresh vegetable with the ital. Lentil soup, mental fruit, ginger root, good for the youth. Fresh vegetable with the ital stew. Fresh vegetable with the ital. Fresh vegetable. I tell me if they love Zulu Rebel. And then we bring a little fresh vegetable. And then they tell me if they love Zulu Rebel. And then we kill it with the fresh vegetable. And then they tell me if you love Zulu Rebel. And then we kill it with the fresh vegetable. I beg you sing it if you love Zulu Rebel. And when they sing Lord, long time we are bubble on the stove. Long time we are hustle on the road. Long time we are juggling in the cold. Now victory is our victory whole. Long time for the glory and the gold. However, our story has never been told. Still scoring every goal. I touched you, bubble on the stove. People there, thank you very much for your time and attention. Ladies, thank you for the platform. We appreciate it.
Whoop, whoop. It's like, you know, you got your style is able to be involved in it. You know what I mean? So you actually feel like you're part of the tune. And there's a lot of comments in there, so I'm gonna find out what's going on because I can't see because the light is blinding me. But the light is blinding me. So close, let us know before.
Yes, yes. Okay, I'm here. Hold on one second. Let me see now. I could snack. Oh no, let's talk about I snack. Because I took many crowns, said I had to pop in and out, but I love the vibe. Big up. Arc Farms, Calipo.
Kelly Poe.
Calipo. Okay. Oh, I'm thinking because it's food now. I'm thinking about food. So. Calipo.
Giving you the fire sign and this and that and say salute, King, salute. Isa Snack seems to be your biggest fan in here.
I love Isa Snack.
And if I had locks, I would be shaking them the Rastaman skank.
1 foot skank, 1 foot skank.
Ishtak 572 has joined.
Hey.
Robbie and you sending you some musical notes. Ms. 4D has joined.
Big up there. Enough love, sis.
Yes. Arms has joined.
Hackney's finest. Yes, me dinner.
Yes.
But arms out, okay.
Yes. Robbie and you saying treble. Isa Snack is now hungry. And letting everybody know that it's a plant-based recipe and a lesson and they should love it. And they love it.
Yes, sir. As is.
Many crowns is giving you the fire emojis there. And Robbie you says, I tell Stew.
Yes, I.
Yes, sir.
Oh, see, Claude wants to be part of the tune now. Look, see, your bubble. Long time since your bubble, and that's all. Oh, sorry. It's my tune now. My tune, innit?
Yeah.
Why? She won't let me have my time on the mic.
No, man, let's do it, man. I want to see this.
Definitely. It will happen.
And I expect some dance routine business. I've known each other too long to not have a couple of routines in there.
All right then. Okay.
I know you got it.
Work. Yeah.
We need to young fillies like us.
Young Phillies, you know, young Phillies. I'm loving the vibe, loving the vibe, loving how you write songs for your wife. I know that's not the first song you've written for your wife, though, is it?
No.
Or it's not the only song, should I say?
This was the most recent one, but there's a couple.
Yeah.
There's a couple.
Yeah.
Like, it's more different things for different folks. But like, once upon a time, I don't know, you've been in a relationship, you write a song for me. She's like, "Where's my diamonds?" My wife is not really materialistic in that way. You know what I mean, she's about progress,
Yeah.
but she's not. So it's about the time, the effort, the thought, the energy, and the care. And obviously, I love music, innit? So
Yeah.
you put the two together. It's a genuine something. You know?
Yeah. Definitely. We love this trilogy that we've had with you, right, Claude? We've loved how you've interacted so well. People are calling for more of your Come Dine 100. Remember, we got to go through the what's it called? Through the meal settings. What is it called? So we had breakfast,
Lunch and dinner. All right.
And dessert. Remember the dessert?
Yeah, that's the one that had me sweating. Still, I was watching it back the other day, and I was like.
But I see you've made some vegan pumpkin pie out there.
That wasn't me. That wasn't me. That was the wife. Okay, I was eating some vegan pumpkin pie.
Okay, thanks,
But I
wife.
didn't necessarily bake it. Yeah.
It looked nice.
But I get the gist though. Like that's how you learn. But you to sit in the kitchen and look and learn. The more time you just been there gossiping and I'm like okay. But I'm more the eater when it comes to cake than the baker. You know.
So you got a sweet tooth then?
Yeah, I've got it's bad. I've had to tone it down. It's got a lot better, but you have to tone it down still. I don't want no diabetes. So
that's right. So before you go, let people know where they can find you. Let them know about Raggo Zulu Nation because that's going to be one of your next ones as well. We're going to do a Raggo Zulu and Friends, or what do you say, Claude? Raggo Zulu and something? Cool. That's what I said. Let people know about Raggo Zulu Nation, what that is to you, and what people are involved in at the moment before we go. And I think of a message that you can give to people that would like to do, you know, there may be a 15 to 25-year-old that's watching or watches as well back when we put it up, that wants to know how they can be involved. Let us know.
Okay, so first and foremost, the Raggo Zulu Nation is a label that I set up with my business partner Mariana Zappi back in about 2016, and it was just about putting a platform, one for us to put out our music directly ourselves, so we don't have to deal with anybody else or any middleman, and also to there's a lot of gatekeepers and there's people that kind of create glass ceilings. There's a lot of clicks, and it can be a bit daunting as a new artist coming out, or even as an old artist coming back. So it was just kind of a safe space for creatives without a lot of the ego and kind of, just a safe space. We ain't got to puff up the chest too much, just bring your talent and see what we can do. And through that, we started working with different people and we put in a lot of workshops. The Collective is one of our workshops that we mentioned earlier. And so myself and Mariana are music leaders. She's the music director of this collective itself. And we work with UPress, so that's big up Farah, big up Samir, and the rest of the gang. They're a social enterprise in London, and they do lots of different things to kind of bring communities together, to support the disenfranchised. We've done, in Bosnia, as we mentioned before, we've done workshops with refugees, migrants, homeless people, people that have had criminal pasts, and just broken the stigma through creative means. So we kind of now putting that onto the young people, but there's even ourselves as the nation, we do workshops with over 50s. It's like we're just figuring out ways to use our skills from professional, as in like our whatever we've done for 9 to 5s for the last however long, and then also our creative skills that we've gained along the way, merging them together and charging full speed ahead. You know?
Brilliant things. Claude, you better sign up for the over 50s. Whatever. But yeah, this guy, Raggo Zulu Rebel, is doing some amazing stuff that people can be involved in. People like donate to the cause as well. I know he's not asking for things. Donate for the cause. He would never come on and ask. I'm saying it. I never even had this conversation. None of us had this conversation. But what I'm saying is donate to the cause, because there's young people out there that want to be involved and don't have access or financially can't afford to get access to studio, get access to time, record, just getting that valuable experience. And people, people need to kind of, just,
with the collective, you can sponsor, because we take, for when young people are getting on it, you can sponsor them if you've got a business or got something like that and you want to sponsor a young person. Or so if you just get onto the UPress website and check out the collective, follow up, check it out, you can see the photo evidence, videos, performances from previous. If it's something that does interest you, sponsor a young person. If you're a young person and you're looking internship or things like this at a label, give us a shout as well at the Raggo Zulu Nation page, RZM Records or Raggo Zulu Nation, RAGGO ZU Umbrella Lima Umbrella Nation NATION. And yeah.
Yeah. Yes, you're phonic. Yeah, not phonics, you're phonetic.
Not quite, because every time I do it, I create it as I go along, and then when I'm talking to like the phone engineer people, they're like, "What? What? Lion? What? I thought it was Lima."
You got Rasta phonic.
I have to do a book for the babies. I like it.
Love it. But yeah, we just want to thank you. And before you go, Claude, is there any messages or anything like that? And remember the message that you was going to let us know what you was going to say and to leave and part with, to give us your one bit more of your strings that you have. So, Claude, is there anything that you need to report to us?
Let's have a look. See, Selena 3 has joined and Ms. Pat 8899 has joined.
Thank you for joining. Thank you. But yeah, it's late now, you guys. But no matter, you can watch this back. We've had Raggo Zulu Rebel on, and as it says in the pinned comment, we got Raggo with Raggo Zulu Rebel. In a little concert, here, he showed us some of his songs, some of his skills, he told us a bit more about himself, and he's just flexed up his status. That's what he's done. He's flexed up his status. So thank you very much. Your message, don't part without giving that message before we go.
Forms, follow me up on Spotify, subscribe to my YouTube. Got lots of different kind of content on there and new things coming for the new year, whether it be music videos, documentaries, just different stuff. The mini movie that we did recently. So follow up on it, subscribe on the YouTube, and go to the website raggozulurebel.com or the raggozulunation.com website. And the message is I want to always leave people with love, peace, hair grease. We don't want to dry scalp, so we keep it, Love, peace, and hair grease.
Blessings. It's now playing up. It's Insta saying we've got to come on. Because it's actually playing up.
Time to go. See you clap around. I'll see you.
But thank you very much for being here with us, for your time. Thank you for the appearance from your son.
I think he's nodded off. He's gone.
Is he gone to sleep?
Yeah. I think it was boring to hear.
Anyway, you're probably an embarrassment. Children are embarrassed by the parents, no matter how much talent you've got. So, but yeah, thank you very much for joining us. And I'll just quickly read out what's said here, because Claudia is, I don't know if you can see, respect. Is it respect religion? No, respect rebellion joined.
Yes, respect. Ali. That's up, kids.
Rebellion. And well used. So thanks for another great live. She said thank you all. Yes, courtesy of part 3 of Raggo Zulu Rebel. So thank you again. Thank you very much. And we'll see you again soon on the other side. Whatever you're doing, whatever you're celebrating, enjoy it. And a happy new year to you. Happy blessings to you.
Safe guidance. More love, yeah? Oh, look more. Bye, Claude.